Okay, so back again here, continuing on with this discussion. Um, so go to the next Nearpod slide after that last video stopped, and um, on the page that you're on in the app, in the Visible Body app, that's the My Apps page, and you may currently be looking at the mobile apps part of it, but go back up to the top of that page and click on the Anatomy and Physiology app link, and you'll come to the page that you see below, and take a screenshot of this page and paste it into the VB intro exercise file you just created. Okay, so this is the table of contents for um, uh, the Anatomy and Physiology app. Now, on the left side of this table of you'll see a table of contents that I'm circling right now with my pointer. At the top of this table, you'll see icons that say units, checklist, and practice quizzes. And if we click on each of these, we'll see something specific. So if we click on the units, the main part of the page over here on the right will change to a detailed list of topic links in each unit. When you click on checklist, so the main part of the page changes a checklist of the most to a checklist of the most important information in each unit to be aware of, and specific pages for it. So in the first unit, identifying in different types of cells and describe their properties is going to be the most important thing. So if you feel like you've got that down in your Visible Body app, you can check that off. So you can check these different things off as being completed as far as you're concerned. Okay, go to the next page. And then when you click on the quizzes part of it, the practice quizzes part of it, it'll show you a list of specific quizzes associated with specific units. So for example, cell structure and function, and it tells you that it's a multiple choice question. You can also have a variety of other types of quizzes, including little dissections that you can accomplish um, by clicking on those. Okay, so go to the next slide. So what I want you to do is in the table of contents, click on the units button at the top, and then click on the unit 7 through 12 skeletal system and joints. And then when that opens up, click on the skeletal system overview in the main part of the page. And that's going to be a video, and I want you to watch this video. And after you finish watching the video, take a screenshot of the page and paste it into paste the screenshot into the VB intro exercise file that you just created. Okay. And again, hopefully that file is somewhere handy to you. That you maybe saved it on the desktop or something so that you can paste these into. Go to the next slide. And you've got an open-ended question here. If you go back to the video, if you look at that in the app, on the left side of the page, there's some text that accompanies the video. And in the text, it lists 4 specific functions of the skeletal system that are explicitly stated. And I want you to list those 4 functions. Okay. Now, I have to do something just so I can advance the page to submit it. So I'm just going to write down 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm not going to tell you what those answers are. You need to find them yourself, but I'm going to just submit that so I can move on to the next page. So I submitted that, and it recorded my answers. And now what I want you to do is click on the menu button on the right side navigation bar. So up in the upper right hand corner, you'll will see the icon that says menu, and this will take you back to the table of contents. And so next I want you to click on the practice quizzes button at the top of the table of contents, and then click on the content 17 through 23, nervous system and special senses. And the first quiz in the nervous system list is 18A, nervous tissue multiple choice. Let's go to the next slide. What I want you to do is click on this quiz and take it. Don't worry, your score will not be a part of the score of this exercise. In fact, if you want, you can just go through and pick random answers. My goal is to make sure that you understand that you can take these quizzes in Visible Body app, and you don't have to worry about them being scored against you or anything. You can just use them to practice with. So when you finish this quiz, it will show you the questions you got, you missed and got correct. I want you to reduce the size of the screen so I can see the answers to all 10 questions, and then take a screenshot of this page and paste that into the VB intro exercise file. Okay? And then go to the next slide. So now I want you to leave the Anatomy and Physiology app and go back to the My App page, and then select a different app. Select the Human Anatomy app. When this opens up, you'll notice that you have 5 major categories of locations to go to. You have View, Quizzes, Tours, Favorites, and Note Cards. The last 3 of these would require you to sign in again. But go to the Views page and notice that you have a choice of Regions, Systems, Gross Anatomy Lab, Cross Sections, Microanatomy, and Muscle Actions. So I want you to go to the Systems page, scroll down to the Muscular System view, and then click on the number 1 Expressions page. You'll see facial muscles. Now, in your notes or in the Nearpod, I say we've already looked at these. We actually haven't. So, but don't worry. You can rotate the model by placing your thumb. Okay, let's try this again. So, go to the Systems page, scroll down to Muscular System, and then click 1 Expressions page. You'll see facial muscles. Again, we have not already looked at these, but you can rotate the model by placing your thumb on the trackpad and at the same time swiping your middle finger across the pad in a back and forth motion. You can select multiple muscles by holding down the Shift button and clicking on each muscle that you want to select. So you can play around with that. Go to the next slide. And then turn the model so the right side of the face is facing you. Okay? And then multiple select the orbicularis oculi muscle, the platysma, and the depressor anguli oris muscles. Now, I know that you don't know what those muscles are, so just select any 3 muscles that you want to, and then take a screenshot of that and paste that into the intro exercise file. Okay? And then go to the next slide. We're almost done. Finally, go back to the My Apps page and select the Gross Anatomy Lab app. And then you'll see 12 different areas of cadaver that you can review. Go to the number 6 Intraperitoneal organs one. Again, you can rotate the model by placing your thumb on the trackpad and at the same time swiping your middle finger across the pad in a back and forth motion. Rotate the cadaver so that you're looking straight down at the anterior surface of the cadaver. The anterior abdominal wall has been removed, and you can see the covering of the abdominal cavity and the abdominal organs faintly through this covering. You can enlarge the image by dragging 2 fingers across the trackpad in a downward motion, or you can make it smaller by dragging 2 fingers in an upward motion. Make the image larger so you can see the abdominal cavity in more detail. Click on the covering and it will turn blue, and you'll see in the box of terms in the upper right corner of the screen that this covering is called the peritoneum. that same box, click on the hide button and the peritoneum disappears. Now, starting at the upper end of the abdominal cavity, just underneath the rib cage, going in a downward direction, we see the liver first, then the stomach, then a part of the large intestine called the transverse colon. Click on the stomach and hit hide, and part of the stomach will disappear. Click on the remaining part of the stomach and hit hide, and the rest of the stomach will disappear. Underneath the stomach, a greenish colored organ appears. Click on this and you'll see by the name of the box that this is the pancreas. Take a screenshot of this and paste it into the file. Also, you can download any image you want to your computer and use it in any way you want to. In the lower right hand corner of the screen, click on the download button, save the image to your computer, and then send me that image file through Canvas. Okay? And that's all I need you to do for this assignment. Go ahead and stop the video, stop the Nearpod. So all of the fact that you participated in the Nearpod has been recorded. And that's it.